Hello, my name is Carl Pauline and welcome to another episode of Productivity Mastery Series. This week I am going to be talking to you about how to stick with your system, because actually this is one of the hardest parts of the whole process. Creating your system, that's the easy part. The hardest part is sticking with the system once you have it in place. Now, there's a multitude of reasons why this is a problem for many people, but the biggest reason is because you're having to change old habits. Old habits that have been embedded deeply within you from the way that you've been working in the past to the way that you now intend to work, which actually brings me to the first point. Be intentional. You need to have an intention to stick with your system. Now, the intention plus self-discipline is what's going to get you across the road. Now, remember, what's happening here is you're having to change old habits. If you're not intentional about things, the old habits are going to have more power than the new habits, because the new habits have not been deeply embedded. So you have to wake up every day with the intention of sticking with your system. And that means you follow the simple procedure. Collect everything that gets your attention that you feel has some meaning to you. Spend 10 to 15 minutes at the end of the day organizing what you collected, and spend the rest of the time doing. Now, that is one of the key parts to getting a system to stick. You do need to be intentional. You have to stay focused on making sure that you stick to the basics, which is collecting, organizing, and doing. Speaking of which, that intention is helped if you actually sit down and plan your day the night before. The reason I always say plan the day the night before is because you want to start the day with intention, knowing exactly what it is you want to get accomplished that day. Now, don't bite off more than you can chew. Stick to those 10 tasks, the 2 objectives that you need and the 8 other tasks that you would really like to get done. Remember, you're going to get distracted. People are going to call you, customers are going to come your way, colleagues are going to be asking questions, and your boss is going to be giving you new work. So you need to stay focused on the 10 tasks that you've allocated for yourself, but you do need the flexibility to handle all the other work that's going to come your way, the emergencies, the crises that inevitably are going to happen. But that's part of the process. So you've got to build in that attention, and when you start the day with a plan, you're going to help that intention and you're going to stick with it. That brings me to the next part, which is self-discipline. Without self-discipline, everything is going to fall apart. If you're not going to consistently do that 10 to 15 minutes organizing at the end of the day, then don't bother, because you're not going to change. Remember, you're changing an old embedded habit that wasn't giving you what you wanted out of it. So you need to change that habit. To change that habit, you need self-discipline. Without that, you're going to go nowhere. So with intention plus self-discipline plus sticking to the basics is what's going to help you to stick with your system. Now, that sounds all complicated, but remember, really, if you have a plan for the day and you intend to stick to that plan, allowing enough flexibility to deal with the crises and emergencies and the requests that you get from other places, and you have that self-discipline, you are going to get through to the end of the day. And that's really what it's all about. Take each day as it comes. The final part that I would really give you a strong recommendation is that you actually schedule 15 minutes in your calendar at the same time every day to do that organizing and planning. Now, when you get fast at this isn't going to take you 15 minutes, maximum 15 minutes. When you start, sure, it'll probably take you about 30 minutes, because you have to collect and decide where you're going to send everything. And making those decisions, you get very quick at making decisions, but only over time. It's not an immediate thing that you're going to get. But stick with it. Make sure that you're doing that planning, make sure you're doing that organizing every day, and make sure that you start each day with the intention of making sure you collect everything when you need to collect it, and you need to make sure you're doing the organizing. Just focus on those basics. The rest of the time, just get on and do your stuff. So essentially, you're dealing with the hardest part of the process. Developing the system, that's the easy part. Sticking with the system is the hard part. But if you start each day with the intention to do it, and you start each day with the intention knowing that you're going to do the organizing at say 7 p.m. or 6:30 or 6 p.m. or even 10 p.m. Whatever time you decide to do the organizing, you stick with it. You're going to build the right habits. You're going to replace those old habits that didn't get you what you wanted, and you're going to replace them with new habits that will eventually get you what you want. Now remember, to develop a new habit, as the London University study has shown, is going to take 66 days. That's just over 2 months. So you need to be intentional to stick with this for at least 66 days. But it's not 66 days and then on day 67 suddenly everything's easy. It's going to gradually get easier and easier as each day passes. Focus on the basics, focus on the fundamentals, and you will get there. Remember, 66 days, that's all you need. Take each day as it comes, start the day with intention, be self-disciplined, collect everything. You can delete things later, and make sure that you're scheduling, you're organizing time each day. And really that's all you need in order to stick to the system. Now, I can stand here and say that and tell you that, and that all sounds really easy, but I know when you're down there in the day, in the trenches, doing the work every day, and the crises are throwing at you, it's really hard. So remember, use your calendar. What goes on your calendar gets done, and make sure you keep that in view throughout the day, and that will keep you reminded of your intentions of the day. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget, Time and Life Mastery 3.0 has just launched. It's an amazing course. It's a course that I put my heart and soul into because I really want you guys to get exactly what it is to build the life that you want, and this course will do that for you. More details coming up just in a moment. Take a look, and if you really like the course, I would love to see you in there. Thanks very much for watching this episode. It just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Thank you very much for watching this video. Now, have I got something special to tell you about? The Time and Life Mastery version 3 course has launched. Now, this course is transformative. It will transform your life. If you find that your life is drifting from one day to the next and that you feel that you're not actually achieving your goals, then this course is going to show you how to change that. It's going to show you how to identify what is truly important to you. It's going to show you how to find what it is you want out of life, and then show you the steps that you need to take in order to get there. This course is amazing. The feedback I've got from versions 1 and version 2 have just been tremendous. It has helped so many people, and I want this opportunity to tell you that it can do the same for you. I hope you will take a look at the course, have a go, take the course, and start transforming your life today. This course will do that for you. Take a look, get yourself enrolled, and hopefully I'll see you in the course.